everybody, this is One of Each Gaming, and we are back again today with a brand new game. A game I am incredibly excited to try. I have been completely blind about this game. I haven't seen any of the trailers. I've not followed its development history. I know a little bit about the game just from people talking about it on the internet and me not being able to avoid that conversation. So for example, I know for a fact, oh sorry, pardon me. There we go. So I know for a fact that this is a Persona style game in which there is a calendar system. So I know that. I also am pretty sure that it is a turn-based game. After that, I know almost nothing about the story at all. I'm just going to turn down my capture card just a little bit. Somewhere around there. So, what I've heard is that this game is a heavily story-driven game, absolutely chock full with twists and turns, and is incredibly large in its scale. That being said, I just finished an incredibly large game in scale in Shin Megami Tensei 5, and unfortunately, that took me so long to complete because I could only do it when I'm streaming. So I'm not exactly sure the approach I'm going to take to this game and streaming it. I'm thinking everything will for sure be streamed in terms of visual content, but I might not commentate over everything. I'm hoping to commentate over everything and set about 3 days a week to stream this game. However, I can't be assured of that. So yeah, thanks dude. No puppy, no puppy. Perfect. Thank you. Hey. Wushu. Puppy. We will start this right away. I just need to eat a quick bite. Alright, we have returned, and let's begin the game. Got a little fairy friend here. A little fae folk. Definitely English. It's crazy that they chose Japanese first. I'm sure it's all good enough. Okay. Warning. If you pirate this game, we will find you. I actually was kind of shocked at how expensive this game it was. Apparently, PS5 games have moved up $13 from the $80 price tag now, which kind of sucks.
Wow.
Right? So they're almost $100 a piece. Studio Zero. I wonder if that's a reference to the Fool card in the tarot. Since I'm pretty sure this is the Persona team, I'm almost guaranteeing it is.
I trust this will suffice.
Oh, damn, they're jumping
God
right
smiles
in,
upon
hey?
the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
Jerk.
A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your
Damn,
kingdom
chill vein, Salvador.
will perish alongside you.
Frickin' blonde Macbeth here.
By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet
There's
to
some
wilt,
definite
without
fantasy
an heir to wear
characters
the
in
crown.
this.
What
That's a
will
different
become
race.
of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
Okay, good. There's a way of pausing cutscenes. So they're talking about the king's magic, the king's magic fading because he died. I'm wondering if this is sort of a Final Fantasy Final Fantasy 15 type thing where there's like the lineage of the royals. I forget what what's their name? Noctis Kylum, the Kylum family.
Dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only
That's
a
the
king may
prince?
wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Yeah, like you're not asking with blood on your hands. That was Tokyo Tower. This is a weird song. We love Shoji Meguro here. Katsura. It's the Demi-Fiend! Oh, we got redacted. It's the Epstein lists, guys. It's all a metaphor for sex trafficking. Dang, that was just the intro. Just before you even press play on the game. I think we're fine with inverting it. Probably fast. Cool. Some decent settings, actually. Yeah, so this is going to be totally blind. Because I did try the demo, admittedly, but I never made it past the first battle. Like, or no, I did get past the first battle.
Who's there?
I made it into the city.
I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
One of each. One up. Yes, it will fit. No. Oh, your name is indeed O. You will name the protagonist later, so this is actually our name. That's weird. You know what? I have a better name for it then. If that's the case, we're gonna name ourselves Meta. Because that is so meta. The fact that that character is talking to me, the person playing the game. I'm setting up for an Undertale type story.
A most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
No. The stories are the very fabric of reality upon which all of our consciousness and psyches rotate.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
So, I kind of want to go regicide, but I don't think I'm going to. In fact, I don't even... So you can change out of it as long as you don't pick storyteller or regicide. Then let's start on hard mode. I did beat SMT5 on hard mode, so I'm I mean, not all of it, though.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
Atlas certainly loves their blue-haired protagonists. This guy looks so much like Makoto Yuki, as well as the main character from Digital Devil Summoner. Devil Survivor Overclocked is what I meant to say.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
So that must be...
An igniter?
Just thinking humans can't use magic by themselves. Is what I'm understanding there. That girl is giving me major Freya vibes.
That's right. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife ears.
That's right. And you need to respect your elders.
Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it!
Ooh, that's rough.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like us.
Yeah! Oh, yep. Yep. Heck yeah.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Ooh, I like her British accent. Oh, that's not good. That was him contemplating his life choices that led him up to this moment. Oh, what an interesting art style.
Ah, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission?
What mission?
Oh, we have
Come
a
on.
voice!
This is no time for jokes.
That's crazy.
You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Okay, so Gallica is giving me some serious Pixie vibes from SMT Nocturne.
Think we'll make it?
It's like also mixed with Morgana, though. I think we should find a place where we can see this whole area. Basic controls, hold L to move. Some actions you can perform, and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can use the mini-map to see which way to go. You can view
Let's go.
tutorials again. Dope, look at this.
Stop!
Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move. I hope there's a lot of voice acting in this, though.
Watch out!
Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Face sight. Press L2 to use face sight. When you see an enemy showed up that you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Best
Okay.
prepare as well as you can.
Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around.
Are you trying to tell me not to fight them? Oh, nope, 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 nope. Don't like.
Get
Don't
ready,
like.
everyone.
Oh no. Oh no, they seem fast. Holy crap.
Look.
I just got here. I want to go home. That's such a cool building. I wonder if it goes out a third way? Like if it's
Just
a
checking,
triangle?
But you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Refresh my memory.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center.
Okay.
This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on.
Sorry, I had to see what this is. Oh, this is like a data log or the lore thing in FF16. This is great. A fairy who accompanies the traveling boy on his journey, doubling as a chaperone for his special mission. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her more proficiency than the traveling boy when it comes to sensing Megla and knowing magic. Though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she's a reassuring companion. Sanctism. A monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of the one God, the Almighty. The religion of majority across the United Kingdoms. Its sanctors preach that uttering the prayer Closerai with one's whole heart will reach God, bringing salvation. It is the state religion, and the Sanctus hierarchy is deeply intertwined with the kingdom's politics. Currently, the crown theocracy is at the heart of the kingdom's political affairs. Okay, this is a church and state story. Cool. And already some of the kings are giving me some major Heaven's Ward vibes. Magic Igniters, a tool that acts as a conduit for magic power, without which people cannot perform magic, so I was right there. To own or use them, one must obtain a permit from the kingdom by passing a test. With some exceptions, such as those serving in the state army, igniters can be costly, depending on power and specifications, and purchasing them is akin to buying land or housing. The expense is so great, buying more than one igniter would be difficult with the entire lifetime income of the average commoner. In order to prevent accidents and crime, the Crown Theocracy and the Magic Association have exclusive production rights on igniters. Interesting. The time needed to cast magic depends on the user's skill, but can also be slightly impacted by the capabilities of the igniter itself. While using an igniter, while sedentary, poses little problem, activating an igniter while moving is difficult, and it is thus advised to use them cautiously. The Gauntlet Runner, often called runners as shorthand, a general term for magic-powered semi-automatic vehicles designed for circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomenon. Traveling the wilds on foot, or even in a lightly armed carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long road trips a life-threatening experience. However, as cities and crunchies grew, so too did demand for resources, many of which required I got hiccups. Transport in large quantities. The Gauntlet Runners filled the niche of an armed, sturdy vehicle that could help with transport and land development. There are small runners, roughly the size of an armed carriage, with a simple deck addition, but it's more common to see models that walk on legs, with an internal living area comparable to a modern house. Well, that's pretty cool. Legs are more common in their design than wheels, partly because of their versatility on all manners of difficult terrain, but more so because adopting the remains and skeletons of large monsters, as is more cost-effective and stronger than artificially recreating all the components necessary.
We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves
Love
together
that.
and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
Music spell. It's as though music is playing directly
Music
in the
was
mind.
the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
Why is this happening in my head, though? Why is this the music I chose?
Look! Over there!
Grand Trad is already in
Let's
sight.
go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, that's not good.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
None of these creatures seem like we should be fighting them, to be completely honest. They look kind of scary. I know I'm going the complete opposite way, but I wanted to get to the outskirts of the map so I could draw a line around the map.
That's not it!
Uh-oh, this is bad. Oh, that's not good.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia.
Okay,
The
Uchronia.
U is
3 nations.
785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
So it's like our story is going to be a catalyst for them to allow stories to shape the fabric of their reality.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
It's a very nice city.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Oh, that poor guy.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry!
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even.
Okay, so I'm still a little curious about that. I don't know what an Elda is. Must be one of the 8 tribes, but perhaps we were like a
Capital's
hidden
incredible.
9th?
Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Plamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
And so Lord Louis was held. Oh no. No.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us.
Are we the heir?
Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
Can I go back up? Resting soldier. The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown? We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best saint could purify this affliction. Over 10 years he's languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt, His Highness will protest, but since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you, but there are so few left of us now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contract there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail. Okay, that's good to know. Sucks I missed that scene though.
So?
Whatever will I do?
Okay, so let's definitely save. And we're starting in a lovely June day.
Let's go see. Let's go see.
Ugh, come off it.
It's an Elder. Why is one of your kind here in Grand Trad? Isn't it obvious? The church has made it clear. The Elder wield devilish magic that defies the teachings of sanctism. Devil is magic, she says. If you were so magical, I doubt you'd have it so hard in life. She's aggravating, but let's not cause a scene. Okay, so we can naturally wield magic. Nobody else can naturally wield magic.
Damn.
So you.
go see.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this was an incredibly short stream. I wanted to just experience the beginning of the game with you guys. This is as far as I got in my demo playthrough. I skipped all the cutscenes, but I did play up to here, and I stopped right here, and then saved and shut it off. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will have a lot more time to stream tomorrow, so I'm planning on doing about a 5-hour stream